Hi, welcome back to Buckle Up Wildcats, the High School Musical, the series Rewatch podcast. My name is Audrey Ashcraft, and I'm your co-host.
I'm Haley Clark, and I'm also your co-host.
Yay! So
Hey.
today we are at the season two episode finale,
Yay!
and this episode is titled Second Chances. And yeah, Haley, what did you rank this episode?
I gave this one an 8.7 out of 10.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah.
Mine was not that different. I just want to know what the 8.7 was about.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't even know. I was like, this feels right.
This feels right. No, I gave it a 7 out of 10. It
Yeah.
was better than the last few ones we won.
Yeah.
Not, but not like he.
Yeah.
There's definitely problems with this episode.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so the only songs in this episode, I was gonna say other than the show songs, but I think this is actually just the
Yeah.
only song.
Yeah. Because the show's over. Like we start and it's over.
Which is a crazy choice. I have comments about that when we
Yeah.
get it, but crazy choice. Um, the only song was Second Chance.
Mhm.
That song eats though.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I was like, wow.
I always laugh because it's like really good, and I've always joked that it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Hmm.
And I kind of still stand by that, but
Yeah.
it doesn't not make sense either.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm literally, I say this in every episode. I am so on board with our theory that they were writing Joshua Bassett and Exit Out too.
Yeah.
Because his part is the begin again part in that song.
Yeah. Hmm.
I don't know. Interesting.
No.
Anyways, I ranked Second Chance as my fifth favorite song in the
Mm.
entire show so far. And the second best song of season two, just underneath Let You Go and above Something in the Air.
Yeah. I feel like that fits.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's really good. They all sound really good.
they do. And like getting like the core four doing a song
Yeah.
together.
Yeah. I feel like it's like we see all of them interact together, even though they're like kind of not interacting together.
Mhm.
They're all singing together.
They're like not, but like they
So,
are.
yeah. Yeah.
It's so good. I
It,
love that scene.
yeah, me too. It's very good. Very well orchestrated.
Mhm. And I'm all for, I always say, wasn't this show a mockumentary? And I still felt that way when this scene starts, but I forgive this one because
Yeah,
it's so good. Like
I agree.
they couldn't not like take up this
Yeah, they
opportunity.
cannot have it. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Okay. So after that, yeah, I think that's our song range. So Haley, what were your favorite and least favorite parts?
Um, my favorite was just that I feel like this is a good way to end off the season. Um, and it also kind of feels like a goodbye, kind of. That's why I was like, this feels like they're gonna be like, okay, the end. I don't know. But I think it was like good wrapping up. Like they're behind the scenes, it's really fun and like, yeah, I liked all those moments. And then my least favorite is the pizza oven. I just like I can't stand that whole plot point. I don't know. It's just annoying to me.
It's definitely like the stupidest thing a show has ever done.
It's so bad.
I
Oh,
don't, oh my gosh. So many thoughts on that.
so many.
We as a society got over that. Sorry, we as a High School Musical the series fandom got over that. I can't say society was not impacting that many people.
Yeah.
Got over that way too fast. I feel
Yeah. No, I agree.
like I forget that that happened.
Me too. I'm like, oh, that's what happened there.
Oh, they threw that entire plot point into the trash.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Love it. That's what they should do in shows.
No, for real.
I'm like, okay. My favorite moment was very similar to yours, but it was just that last, like, this is the first season where they do the end singing moment.
Yeah.
And I love that. I think it's so fun.
It's so cute.
And it's just so nice to see them all like break character and
Yeah,
just sing as a cast. Like, oh, I just love it.
right.
Oh, this is, yeah. And I agree with you. I do feel like this season is like, I know a lot of people say the show should have ended after season one. And I'm not going to 100% disagree with that rhetoric, even though I love all four seasons,
Yeah.
some more or less than the other.
Yeah.
But I think season two is definitely like the end of, I think the show's like energy definitely changes after season two.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So it definitely feels like this is the end, like in a
The
weird
end of High School Musical.
the best musical, the
Yeah.
musical, the series. I just really like them all singing together, and I like that you get to hear all of them sing, and like they're all really
I
good.
agree.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
my least favorite. Why didn't we get to see the rest of the show? Not even the Beast transformation.
No, they're just like, wow, that was so good.
Great. What?
Yeah. Can we see what we spent a whole episode on? Like,
The amount of like the Beast, the like amount of importance the Beast mask has had this season, for us to just not see it.
I feel like that is this show's number one writing downfall is that we write in these big plot points that are like such a big deal, and then they're like, actually, that doesn't matter anymore.
Literally, they're so bad.
I'm like, this isn't like you leave off an episode on a huge cliffhanger and then you never even see what happens.
They've done that multiple episodes in a row.
Because that was literally like we ended off and they're like, we don't know where the harness is. Oh no. Come back and then they're like, oh, that was fine. It worked.
Oh, we used the spinning table thing that we never practiced, and it worked perfectly. And then
Whatever.
also, this is a note that I have later, but I'm just going to loop it in right here. We never get to see the bell dress.
No, that's so sad.
You make this massive point about how Ashlyn doesn't get to feel like a princess, and then
Yeah.
we never get to see her in the bell dress?
Yeah. I feel like she hasn't been in these last like show episodes like at all. Like you
No.
see her and be our guest, but that's literally it. Like, can we not give her a spotlight moment
Yeah.
for a
I'm like,
minute?
I feel like this should be her mom. If, here's
Yeah.
my hot take. If it was Gina or Nene playing Belle, we would have seen the dress.
Oh yeah. I agree. Like, I fear you were only proving your point.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm like, what is this? Like, not even in like a promo shot, nothing. We never see the dress, and it makes me so mad.
Yeah.
It's the best part ever. And the Beast Wraith, whatever. Okay, anyways,
Yeah.
that was my least favorite part.
Yeah.
Um,
That makes sense.
yeah. Do you have any Utah moments?
The only one I have, it's like at the end when Mr. Mazar is talking about leaving and Miss Jen's like, "Oh, you don't want to go to California because of the earthquakes." Like she like finishes his sentence to say earthquakes.
Hmm.
I'm like, that's like earthquakes are a pretty prominent issue also in Utah. Like it's more of a big deal in California, I guess, but we have some pretty big fault lines close to us too. So,
And anyone who's ever grown up in Utah knows that you've been told your entire life that there will be a day that comes where an earthquake will hit and you will all die. That's basically how they treat it.
pretty much, yeah.
Some say it was the one that happened in Salt Lake over 2020. I don't believe that.
Yeah.
They always say they're like, Utah is destined for this great earthquake, and you hear it all the time.
Yeah.
And they have to do those drills, and then they play the like rubbing paper over the
Yes.
microphone, like,
They're like, we're 50 years overdue for an earthquake.
and they're like, it could happen any minute,
Yeah.
and
Get
you're
our
eight.
desk right now.
Like, are you going down?
Yeah, let's play rumbling sounds over the speakers. But you gotta make it real. That's the funniest part of it to me. I don't get it.
And then, like when they put random pieces of like glass breaking, I love those.
It's
Anyways,
method acting. Now you know.
That's so real.
Yeah,
Anyways, I didn't have any Utah moments.
I feel like they've strayed away from caring about anything in Utah. I don't know.
I know. Well, and then this is jumping ahead a little bit, but in season three, they literally go to a wilderness camp in the mountains in California
Why?
when this
Also,
show seriously takes place in Utah.
yeah. Yeah. And I just can't believe that all of their parents were like, yeah, go ahead.
Hmm.
We'll drive all the way to California to go
Yeah.
to a camp.
And then that also causes problems where it's like, oh, and then I know they fly Jet and Maddox. This is the later stuff, but it causes problems for season four because any character you meet in season three lives in California
Yeah.
or is going to a camp in California.
Yeah. You literally could have just had it in Utah and then it would have solved all the problems.
Literally.
Not even a big deal that it's in California. They're just like,
No.
we're going to California.
Like,
Just have it in Utah.
just
It's
do
not like you're
it.
near the ocean or like anything. Like, it literally doesn't matter. I don't get it.
That's not a plot point now, but I don't know why they're going away from this Utah thing. I feel like they kind of come back to it in four, maybe not though.
I don't know. I don't really remember.
I don't remember. Anyways, okay, should we get into our notes?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, perfect. So, first, there is no recap.
Yeah.
Ricky says previously on, but
Yeah.
there like no one person standing does the recap. They just do like a montage kind of.
Yeah. That's so crazy. I noticed that and then I was like, oh, interesting. Did they run out of people or were they just like, this is what we're gonna do?
I also thought that. I was like, did they run out of or were they just like it needs to be quick and we need it to be effective.
Yeah.
Effective. No.
Yeah.
And my first notes are about the fact that they literally just walk off and go, it went great.
Yeah. It's so annoying to me.
They've literally done that the last three episodes, is leave the last episode on cliffhanger and then start this
Yeah.
one not interesting. Like just because you're like,
Yeah. That makes me so mad. I'm like, this is like the worst writing ever. Like, what are you doing here?
and they wrap up that show so quickly.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. They're literally like, we're done. And then Ashlyn comes out and she's wearing her normal clothes and like everyone's like, I don't know. I'm like, what the heck?
wait,
We're just done right now.
it's done. And then
Yeah.
they wrap up that Howie and Courtney thing too right away.
Ah.
They're like, everything
They're
from the
like,
last episode done.
nothing matters. I wonder, I haven't like looked at who the writers were specifically for each episode, but I'm wondering if sometimes that's because the person writing this episode is like, I don't literally care about.
That's so. I kind of think that could be the case, like kind of like a Star Wars, like Episode 7, Episode 8
Yeah.
kind of vibe.
Yeah. They're like, we don't care about that. I have an awesome idea. And
Yeah.
it suffers a lot.
Well, and then that's kind of how I feel about the pizza oven plotline too, in a weird way. Part of me is like, did they just not want to do the Mankeys?
Yeah. They're like, are already 12 episodes and
Yeah,
we
we're
can't
already.
we
We don't
can't
want
do
to
it.
film the Mankeys. That would be a lot of extras on set.
Yeah. But it's also like I don't know that they ever established how the Menkies were gonna work.
Uh-huh.
They could have literally just been like, here's who won.
No, literally, yeah. Could have been an email.
Yeah, it could have been.
Well, she does go in this episode and say, I don't know what point she says this, but doesn't she say, is it in this episode or the last episode where she's like, me and Zachy Roy have to do a duet, have to sing.
Yeah. She's like, we have to like battle it out. I don't remember what she says. But then Carlos and Seb were there and they're just like, don't you mean us? But like I literally don't even understand what that means.
No, I'm not a clue. Yeah, it's so stupid.
Yeah. I just don't even understand the Menkies at all. And they don't either. So
No, I literally am like, I don't understand what they're trying to do here. I don't get it.
yeah.
Oh,
I put that Big Red and Ashlyn are so cute, and then I also put that Courtney and Howie are also so cute.
I know. I'm like, I'm obsessed. They were so cute, and I like how they tied that up, and that worked really well, I think.
Yeah, me too. It was really sweet. And then it makes me really sad when I'm like, Howie, don't leave.
No, literally. And they just
Literally
ride.
what happened to that? And they end on such a good note, and like it's so sweet.
No, literally.
Makes me
I'm
so
like,
sad.
I have no idea why they just threw that away.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, those are my thoughts there for that. Let's see. Oh, so like EJ and his dad cannot be fighting that bad if
Yeah,
he got him a job.
yeah.
Like,
I was literally so confused about that though because they're like, Mr. Wazar is like, they said that Cash Caswell, their financial advisor, told them. I'm like, okay, first of all, my first thought was like his dad's actual name is Cash and he's actually a financial advisor. But then I was like, that's such a like he's a financial advisor and his name is Cash. And I'm like, well, is this like EJ just called them pretending to be like, but I'm like, they wouldn't like offer someone a job because someone just called them and was like,
I know, I was thinking that too.
this person a job.
I didn't even think about that irony with his name. I did not even think about
Yeah.
that.
That's so insane. I didn't look to see how it was spelled because I know people named Cash because we have Cache County here in Utah.
Oh yeah,
Maybe it's spelled like that. Or maybe it's not. But I was just like,
that has
so
to be short for something. Maybe not actually.
yeah. I don't know. It
Hmm.
was just so funny to me. I was like, we spent a lot of brain power coming up with EJ's dad's name and his job. If this is really,
How can we make this work?
I don't know. I don't know how much a financial advisor makes, but
Yeah, and I don't know why he works for multiple schools.
yeah, I don't know either.
Maybe I just don't understand that job. But I feel like you would have school loyalty.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Maybe I don't know.
Yeah. No.
I was so mad about the freaking EJ Gina plotline.
Yeah, that makes me
Why?
so sad.
I was so frustrated. I was like, I cannot keep doing
Mm-mm. It's so sad, and it's like they're both so. Oh, I hate seeing Gina get her heart broken again, and she just like covers it up, and she's just like pretends she's fine. It makes me so sad.
this.
Oh, no, it's so sad.
I'm like, I can't do that.
Mm-mm.
Cannot.
Mm-mm. No, and then we go into Ricky and Nene.
I was gonna say that.
Oh,
Why would they say that?
no. She's like, just for a moment. I hate that.
I
I was
hate
like,
it.
that's a gut punch. That is illegal. Don't say that right
I'm like, please don't bring this up to me.
now. Oh my gosh.
Stop reminding me.
So sad. So sad. They're like
Oh,
standing so far apart from each other.
no, literally. With their stupid cards.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
You cannot. Mm.
Yeah.
No, literally. Miss Jen is horrible to the kids this season.
No, she really is.
She's so bad.
Yeah. And like, I don't know. I know like that's kind of the point, but she really has no development on that. Like, I feel like we were supposed to have that last season.
Hmm.
She like, I don't know,
Uh,
passed out and had her whole like song with Ryan. I don't know. They
that
were,
feels like a lifetime ago.
yeah. I don't even know what that song was about, but basically,
But it should have solved this problem.
yeah. They're like, things are not about you. This is about the kids now. And this whole season, she literally doesn't care. And everyone gets over it really fast. I'm
No,
like,
that's
I
true.
should be more mad at her. I don't know.
Yeah, they're all so forgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Too good for me.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
I freaking hate the um Gina crying scene.
Yeah,
Well, I hate that, but I like the thing with Olivia Rodrigo.
me too. I feel so sad for her. And I know it like gets better in a minute, but it's just so sad. She's such a good actress because I
Shit.
literally love her. Every time she's crying, I'm like, stop. I'm gonna
Stop.
cry right now.
Don't.
Not fair.
Real. No, it's so sad. Like,
Hmm. Yeah, but I am glad that Gina and Nini like make up and they're like
mm,
heart to heart a little bit.
yeah, I'm super glad that they're able to do that. Because especially after
Yeah,
2 episodes, yeah.
which it's like interesting that it's taken them that long to resolve it because I feel like usually they try to wrap things up with those like I don't know, awkward mean moments, but I don't
Mhm.
know. I think they did it well, but
No, it's so fair.
except
Um,
for the end of it where she's like, "Do you want to take your music to the next level?" That sounds like such an ad. I'm like, Gina would never say that.
no, that's so real.
Yeah, I'm like, I feel like there was just it's so unnatural, and I feel like maybe they were I don't know. Like I don't know that that was the original plan of what they were gonna do,
Mhm.
but I don't know.
No, I agree. I don't know. I could not tell you, especially when this episode, it does feel like different writers.
Yeah. Yeah, because I can see like the whole time them being like, we want Nini to have her own like music career. Like we want to have her meet Jamie and whatever and have that whole thing. But the way they did it was just like felt awkward.
Yeah, it was just like weird.
Yeah.
And I did not like.
Yeah. I don't know.
And Gina's too nice to her. She doesn't
Yeah.
deserve that.
I know. I'm
Well
like,
said.
you was it like I don't know, because Gina like apologized. She was like, I'm sorry about the like chocolates thing. And then Nini didn't even apologize to her.
Oh
She was just
yeah.
like, oh yeah, that's okay. It was more about me and you than me and him. I'm like, actually, Gina deserves an apology too, because you were so rude to her.
Yeah, no, literally. Like I actually
Yeah.
don't think she did anything wrong there at all. So
Mm-mm. No, me neither. That's literally not her fault.
it's so it's like my next line no is like I was like I'm trying to remember it's like super like perspective-y, but I can't remember. I do. It's during Second Chance.
Oh yeah.
And Ricky and Nene are both looking outward,
Mm.
Ricky and Gina inward, like with their verses and stuff.
No, I never noticed that.
And I'm trying to decide if I still stand by that because I wrote this a while ago. But
Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
sorry, I'm trying to say there's yeah, I think I still stand by that. And I think
Yeah.
there was something with how they're I want to say I put something about how they're standing, but I don't know if that's true. I probably just making that up.
Yeah. I wish I paid more attention because I do think there's more. Like, I think the way they staged that scene means a lot to
Mhm.
foreshadow. Like, or like whatever the characters are thinking or feeling. Like, I didn't pay enough attention to that, I feel like.
Yeah. No, EJ's lines in the song always make me so sad because his are so like
Yeah.
downer.
Yeah. Oh, it makes me so sad.
I can't remember
Oh,
what that. I really wish I could remember exactly what that line, my note was referencing there, but I can't remember.
yeah. I don't know.
They have a
I
lot of
just
glam shots. Oh, go.
everybody's waiting at Slices and they're just like singing this. I don't know how like the timeline matches up because first of all, this is still a mockumentary, so can we pause time? I don't know. But like they can't see each other and we have a flashback kind of.
Kind of. But
So
also, I don't consider that song like canon, if that makes
yeah.
sense.
I'm like this is not real. This is just like in their imagination, but it's not even that.
I have no
I
idea what it is.
no. I don't understand it.
No, fair.
I don't know. I'm like, everyone's just, and the whole time they're like, oh yeah, Slices, everybody's waiting. I don't know. And then they're just like taking their time. I don't know. It's just so funny.
It's like, let's have we need a moment.
Yeah.
When they're at slices.
Hmm.
Oh, why can't I remember? The French kid, Antoine,
Yes.
kills it again. Did I
Yes.
write down what he said? No. But
He's like, you guys, it was actually good. And then he's like, and Big Red, you were also there. I'm like, bro, I love it.
I love
Oh, slay. What's his name? I don't even remember
it.
at some point.
I don't know, girl. Big fan.
Yeah, I love him. Yeah, I just put you, Lily. I literally hate her. I
I did.
literally hate her.
She's the worst. I've
Yeah.
not read a single note about her. But she's the worst.
Yeah. I just put because she's like, sometimes people deserve second chances. I'm like, yeah, sometimes, but not always, and you
But
don't. And
and
also
not you.
had like five, and you like literally just like ruined their whole show. So
Oh, literally. Well, I
yep.
guess actually we don't know, but
Yeah, actually, no
I
clue.
I literally this is what I wrote in my notes for you're gonna get to see all the rest of them, but this one particularly. Because
That's so
really, what else? How else can you react? Just
no, no. Something that also annoyed me with that is like everybody's talking, they're like, do we actually care about this? And then they like Miss Jen comes in and they have to tell her, and Nini's the one who like kind of takes charge of that. I'm like, respectfully, girl, you're a fork. Like, I don't think that you have a say in this. And like,
real
Ashley doesn't say anything at all. And I'm like, I feel like we should really be asking her about this because this is
fair.
her moment.
I feel like her and Carlos are the only ones that have cared
Yeah,
ever.
exactly. So I'm like, respectfully, Nini, let's not speak for everyone here because you do not know.
These last two episodes, they're like restored her back to being like the leader,
Ah, yeah.
which is bizarre.
Like, she's handing
Especially,
out notes and
mhm.
she's in the ensemble. I feel like we saw more of Nini in the show. We saw as much of Nini as we did of Ashlyn, and that's just like sad.
That is so sad.
I don't know. I'm like, I
Whatever.
love Nini. I love her. But this is like Ashlyn's moment and she doesn't get it.
Yeah, they haven't written Ashlyn the same since they came back from COVID.
Mm-mm. No,
Mm-mm.
it's sad to me.
That's rough.
Yeah.
The music they were playing over that Gina and EJ scene sucked. Sorry, I just jumped a lot ahead.
Yeah. Is this the last scene with the
Yes.
Yes.
I literally went to the end of the episode.
Yeah. No, that's me too. I had nothing else until
I was like, who makes this?
so bad. And like that whole walk awkward run, that would be so awkward. I got secondhand embarrassment from watching it.
And the way they pick up a light jog too. Like,
It's so bad.
and then we never even get to see it. Like, I know she was underage, I think.
Yeah,
That's probably why.
that's the thing. I was like, oh, like could have sworn they kissed at the end, but they
Oh, I
didn't.
knew they didn't because I was pissed.
Yeah, I guess I never like I don't know, but it was yeah. I was like, if someone ever walk slash jog runs to kiss me like that, I will swerve. Mm-mm.
Real. Fair. I'm like, oh. And then the end was so. Do you have any other notes from the actual episode?
No, just from the after moment.
Slimy too. I'm obsessed with that. And I like that they keep this like after season finale thing for three and
Yeah,
four too.
me too. It's
It,
so good. I don't like it. I get why the other two, like North High kids, come in at the end too. I think I just hate Lily so much that I don't want to see them. But the French kid can come.
See, I like it because I feel like it's just not their characters anymore.
Yeah,
And they
that's
refer to all of them by their
yeah,
names, right?
like
Yeah.
in the closed captions too.
Oh, I didn't watch with closed captions. Oh, T.
Joshua Bassett, blah blah blah. I love where he just like takes off the wrist brace. I don't know why that's so funny to me.
when he messes up a cheer.
Yeah. Oops.
I fear he has one job. Cannot do it.
Poor guy. He was like almost dead. Like
Oh, that's so. We haven't been watching for that.
I like have tried and I literally haven't like I was trying to see like in this like moment that him and Miss Jen have together where they're like talking, I'm like, are there like things here where they're like talking as not the characters? And it
Mhm.
maybe a little bit, but he doesn't seem to be really like upset or anything. Or he hasn't like looked like he's on the verge of death in any episode.
I was like, he's looked pretty good.
Yeah.
I was supposed to be
He
paying more
had the
attention to
beast
that.
makeup on the whole time, so I can't tell.
Huh.
It's like
I
for the
wonder,
last two, I don't know. I don't know.
maybe that has something to do with how little, I don't know.
Mm,
I also think COVID restrictions could have had to do with how little of the show we actually saw.
that's true too.
With just that many like people they would need to get. That would also apply with the Mankeys too.
Yeah. I do wonder like how much COVID impacted the show.
Hmm.
Because I feel like I can definitely tell like when it happened.
It's so obvious.
Yeah. Most and because of other things that happened, but like
But that's what
um
happens when you take like a massive hiatus.
yeah. And everyone's like different. I don't know. It was like crazy. So I
I
just
think,
wonder like how different the show would have been if COVID hadn't happened.
yeah, that could be why they didn't do transformation. Is if he was
Yeah, maybe they just couldn't
like you were in a hospital about a week ago, we cannot lift you up in the air or spin
actually
you around.
not do this. Yeah, no, that's very possible.
I like that we explain things away and we don't even know if they're true.
Yeah, we're just like, this is the reason.
This is it,
Got
really.
it. We cracked the code, guys.
Uh, we've got it.
Anyone who watches this would be like, I don't know.
All right, no.
What happened at all.
Okay.
Anyways.
Any other thoughts, Haley?
Um, I just like was watching in there like when they're singing together and like Olivia's like crying and then they all like hug at the end and she's like crying.
And they hug her.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm like I feel like I don't know if everyone else knows that she's leaving, but she knows she's leaving.
Hmm.
And it's like good to see like I don't know that they're necessarily happy tears, but it's good like I feel like it is. I feel like she's like sad that it's over or
Yeah,
whatever.
I'm glad that she feels that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I
Haley,
agree.
one that we didn't do.
It's fine.
We did not do an episode recap. I'm so sorry, Squad.
Sorry. Hopefully you know what's going on because
Figure it out, honestly.
no.
All right, guys.
Yeah, if
Anyways,
you don't watch the episode before, that's on you.
that's on you.
You're only watching our podcast to watch the podcast. I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
You should have done your homework though.
Yeah.
Anyways, keep going on your point.
No, that was about all. I was just like, it was like, and I feel like the camera was purposely trying not to get her in it for a lot of it because
Hmm.
it was like trying to see things and it was hard. But everyone else was like super happy and she was not.
Yeah, I'm like, oh,
Yeah, that's all I have.
yeah, and her hugging Sophia Wiley, so cute. I
I
was
know,
like,
like, they're cute. Yeah.
live love.
Hmm.
Okay, I don't have any other thoughts. And because it's the season finale, we will not be doing a show.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. And I think we've gone through all of Alan Menken musicals.
Yeah,
Probably not though, but
this is the that's the reason. I wish we would have seen North High show too, so we could say who we thought would actually win.
yeah, no, I agree.
But
Because
I feel like not East High, but
I have nothing to judge. I didn't even get to see their show. I have nothing to judge off.
we have like the one set that we saw them in that was like literally Broadway level.
Yeah, we have that, and then we have, and then for our their competition, the main character of our show, we have Be Our Guest. Oh, sorry, the witch scene at the beginning, Be Our Guest, and something there. And I guess we've seen Gaston, but not like on stage.
Yeah.
And Home, I guess. So we've seen more, but not.
We
Those are
don't
the three we see on stage.
have DJ on stage at all.
At least we got to see him in that costume, though.
Yeah, that's so sad to me. I feel like they could have put in one scene in the background of him and Big Red. Like I don't.
I don't know why they did it.
They just do it for 3 seconds, or I don't know.
I have no clue. Not a clue. No, I always laugh. This is one of my jokes for this. I was talking to my friend in the car, and one of the songs from this season had came up. I think it was Home, and she was like, "What season is this?" And I was like, "The second one." And she's like, "What show did they do?" I was like, "Beauty and the Beast." She's like, "Why?" I was like, "Why not?"
Makes total sense.
Makes total sense. That was the natural next step.
Yeah,
Anyways,
that's so
do you have
funny.
any more thoughts?
I don't think so.
I don't think I do. Well, thanks for watching and or listening, I guess. It's a podcast.
Yes, either or.
Make sure to watch us on Spotify or YouTube and also follow our TikTok page because we post really cool stuff. And you can be our hater on there. We laugh at our haters.
Yeah, we do.
And this is me wearing this is my last thought I didn't share. This is me wearing Olivia Rodrigo shirt to show that even though I've said mean things about her this season, I still love her.
Yeah, I love.
Actually, I haven't said anything about her.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah.
Except
Um,
well,
that's
that
it.
Nini is terrible.
Yeah, just sure. And I still love her too.
Yeah, I love Nini. She's great.
Just
I love her.
makes bad choices sometimes.
Yeah, that's okay. We
Yeah,
all do.
we all do. Anyways, those are my thoughts. So yeah, our next episode will just be recapping, and then we're gonna take a week break because it's summer and
Yeah.
we want to have a good time.
Yeah. Uh,
Haley's going to Missouri, so it's
I'll be gone.
gonna be difficult.
Yeah.
So yeah, bye.
Bye.